Welcome back to another episode on the MLD Balls page. This is gonna be how I stream for now on. Y'all, this is gonna be a way too soon 2027 NFL mock draft. First things first is we got the Miami Dolphins with pick one in the draft. I'm gonna start off with my QB1 so far, y'all. Is Darren Mensa. Tomorrow's episode, I'm gonna do my final 2026 NFL mock draft. I watched a lot of football for college football last year, and Darren Mensa's a dog. I would take Darren Mensa pick one as of right now. My QB1 here. Pick two. I was watching some Texas football last night. I mean, Arch Manning, this QB class, y'all. I think this is where you got to go. Like a lot of these QBs that didn't qualify this year to go in the draft, or the ones that didn't want to, such as Adante Moore, this year are going to play again. And I think Trinidad Chambliss is going to play himself up to pick three. Before I do that, though, I want to talk about pick two. Arch Manning, Darren Mensa. I think Darren Mensa is gonna have a great year for Miami, y'all. I'm gonna do a power rankings for predictions and all of that. Darren Mensa, Miami, those edge rushers, that defense, they made the championship game this year with Carson Beck and that defense. I think this year it's gonna be that quarterback and the wide receiver duo they got. Cooper, dude, that is a dog tandem with Tony. You even got Fletcher in the backfield. You got Arch Manning with all those weapons, that offensive line. He has his moments. I mean, last year he had a bad start, but it's all about like going into the NFL how he's going to be. Like this is what it's about at the end of the day. I think Darren Menzies is just the best quarterback. Arch Manning has the best traits. You know, he got the family thing that he's going to be a good player. Trinidad Chambliss, yeah, he's going to be old, but I don't think the Jets care. David Bailey picked two this year. They're trying to be a good team. Trinidad Chambliss, if he has a good year at Ole Miss again, like I think he's capable of, because that was his first year starting. If y'all remember and keep up with this channel, I wanted to restart a whole new channel and like make a different persona and like make it just about scouting players. But I may as well just turn this channel into that because there's like 200 of y'all. 200 of y'all subscribe here. So whoever is interested in this, where I just scout and do things like this, like Six Rings of Steel, shout out to you if you know Six Rings of Steel. Kind of where I'm going at with this channel. Bengal, y'all feel me? Former, not former, also a Giants fan like me is what I meant to say. But pick three with Chambliss. The Jets team is kind of older, and I think that's what they just want. I think they just want an old, good quarterback and get up out of here. Pick four, y'all. Can y'all agree with me at pick four? If the Browns have pick four, they got to go quarterback again. Like pick four, this quarterback class still has Julian Sand who could win Heisman, CJ Carr who could win Heisman, Lenore Sellers who could win Heisman, Drew Mestamaker who could finish off as QB1 in this class. There is also the QB who I want to take, who's ranked 198th, and Marcel Reed. I might be higher on Marcel Reed than most. It seems like Marcel Reed is a dog. He has the ability to move. He has a good arm. We got all these Texas A&M wide receivers ranked so highly. I think Marcel Reed's play is a big reason to that when I was watching him go back and play. And now that the QB run is finally over, come on, Jeremiah Smith got to go, right? Like Las Vegas is Jeremiah Smith. That would be crazy, right? You Fernando Mendoza, Jeremiah Smith, but still the first player taken that's not QB, but that's how drafts go. Tennessee Titans, they got a good ways that they could go because them going Cornell Tate this year means that they could get one of these blue chip players on defense in this draft, and like a Colin Simmons, Dylan Stewart, Leonard Moore. I think Leonard Moore has a chance to be better than Jeremiah Smith. When they played against each other, Leonard Moore locked up Jeremiah Smith. But Jeremiah Smith, baby. We taking him to the Raiders. The Raiders don't need no more corners, especially what they did in this draft. Right here for the Titans, though, I'm thinking Colin Simmons. Y'all might like Dylan Stewart more. Dylan Stewart is a dog, and he's twitchy. Dylan Stewart is a problem, but I like the production that Colin Simmons gave more. I'm going Dylan next, and I'm going Leonard Moore here. You got to start a run on these defensive players. Soon as these quarterbacks are done, you got to start a run on these defensive players. Maybe you could have debated QB here at 8 for the Cardinals, because if the Cardinals are picking at pick 8, that means that Bryce Young didn't have a good year. Leonard Moore for the Saints at pick 7 is like crazy value because of all the quarterbacks that got taken. I think Leonard Moore has a chance to be the best player in the draft. Colin Simmons, same for him. Dylan Stewart, I want to say the same, but dude, if the Cardinals are picking at pick 8, that's a bad year for Bryce Young. And you got players such as CJ Carr, Lenora Sellers, Drew Mestamaker on the board. It's just in the world if they're picking at pick 8. I think that the Cardinals, the Panthers had a great comeback of an offseason, but I guess that in this world where this is all for Super Bowl odds, I guess they're at pick 8. Maybe I should have thought about quarterback, but at pick 9, that same quarterback I could have thought about for the Panthers, the Falcons could just go ahead and scoop him. Maybe in real life they'll just trade up for him and take Drew. If Drew qualifies and enters this draft and has another good year, who just led the league in passing yards as a true freshman, that's gonna, not as a true freshman. He was like a redshirt freshman. His first year playing is the point I'm trying to make. Drew's first year playing, he led the college season in passing yards, and he looked good. He got pocket awareness, all that. And if you could just get him, I hate that QB room. You got what? You got Tua, who can't stay healthy, with Michael Penix, who can't stay healthy. I hate that quarterback room. Y'all. And y'all, this is just a quarterback draft, because right here, I don't see why you don't take a Lenora Sellers. Mike Tomlin doesn't even want to coach there anymore because of the quarterback room. Maybe I'm lower on Dante Moore than a lot of people, but Lenora Sellers' ability to move, his mobility, his arm, and what he's been doing behind South Carolina's trash O-line ain't even been that bad, bro. Right here, I'm going to go Lenora Sellers as a top 10 pick. And what did I just do? I took 6 quarterbacks in the top 10. Yeah, did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I took 6 quarterbacks in the top 10. And I think next year's class has the ability to be like what Caleb Williams, Drake May, who else was in that class? Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels. Yeah, that is what this quarterback class is this year, especially with like teams like the Jets not taking a quarterback at pick 2, the Cardinals not taking one at 3. It's because how good this class is. Like Arch Manning might not even be the first quarterback taken in this class. Like that, no, that shows you how much talent is in this one. Dante Moore, I think he messed up not going into the draft this year. He even has a backup quarterback who I think is better than him in Dalen Raiola, but he seems like he's just gonna end off the year as Oregon's quarterback, and see what they go on about that. Right here for pick 11, New York Football Giants, my team, baby. We could go ahead and take Cam Coleman. With all these quarterbacks that were taken, I wanted a wide receiver in the first round this year, but we did probably what was responsible and took O-line, which I'm happy with. But we also skipped out on replacing a big thing in Dexter Lawrence. I'm not worried about replacements, though. I'm worried about talent, and Cam Coleman on the board. If you're the New York Football Giants, you got to Malachi Fields, though. You just took Malachi, and you could go other ways. I'm a Giants fan. I want to like kind of sit here, think about what I want to do here. I don't hate going Cam Coleman. I know we just took Malachi Fields, but who says you can't have 2 X wide receivers? Malachi Fields turns into a dead wide receiver. You can't be too attached to players like Malachi Fields. That's when you start messing up. Pick 12 for the Washington Commanders. I'm thinking about going like Damon Wilson here, the edge rusher out of Miami. He is a dog, y'all. He transferred from somewhere. I think he was playing at Auburn next to buddy who gets no production, Keldrick Folk. Yeah, he was playing at Auburn next to Keldrick Folk, and Damon Wilson is going to go to Miami, and I think he's going to shoot up draft boards. I just he kept popping, he kept popping, he kept popping, and Keldrick Falk. I mean, he just went in the first round, and Damon Wilson to me was easily better. Pick 13 right here is I'm kind of thinking about Dante Moore because a lot of people got Dante Moore as their QB1 in this class, and I'd have him going as QB7. You feel me? Like I don't think that I don't even think I have Dante Moore as QB7. Like CJ Carr almost, yeah, CJ Carr better. But Dante Moore not bad. I probably would have Dante Moore going next. Josh Hoover, Sam Leviett. Like this quarterback class is deep. CJ Bailey, Damon Williams, not even bad players either. Pick 13 though, do the Vikings go with a quarterback? I mean, you got Kyler Murray. Is Kyler Murray just the cheap option you got? No way you go ahead and have Kyler Murray, right? Nah, bro. I'm going Dante Moore for the Vikings. Dante Moore, with all those weapons they got, he's going to be able to come in there and at least look towards the future. I don't think Kyler Murray's the future for the Vikings. I think he's going to have a good year for them and actually not have a pick as high as 13. But in a world where you got pick 13 for the Vikings, bro, you go quarterback. That means you missed the playoffs with Kyler Murray. And what's the point of it at that point, right? Pick 14 for the Jets. I'm thinking guard here because you lost Elijah Vera Tucker, who would miss a lot of games. And I took a quarterback for them earlier. So a quarterback is not in play. A running back is cool because like this running back class is tough. They took a good amount of weapons this year, and Kenyon Sadiq, who I love. I think Kenyon Sadiq, Hall of Fame type of talent, especially he got like Trinidad Chambliss thrown to him. You got Omar Cooper. Maybe you take the first lineman. Yeah, you take the first lineman off the board and turn them into a guard. I mean, that's what the best teams do nowadays, right? Turn Trevor Gooseby into a guard. Like, that's how you probably win a championship, right? Trevor Gooseby, turn him into a guard. You could get a corner in this class. You could double dip. I don't hate the thought of like knowing guard is like we know guard is such a need that you acquire that in free agency, and this team could double dip at corner right here with Ellis Robinson and Xavier Brown, two top rated corners. I love Christian Gray also, but you could like just entirely revamp this corner room with D'Angelo Pons and two taller corners next to him. That would be cool. Jordan Seaton though, right? You just got to take him, but I'm thinking you just totally revamp this room. Like 0 interceptions last year is kind of crazy. I do like KJ Bolden also though. You got Minkah Fitz and KJ Bolden. KJ's tough. Xavier Brown. Ooh, but is there any other better players? Do you just go Seaton? I think you just go Seaton because he's offensive line. I like taking offensive line, but right here at 14 and 15, you have this just like unique ability to double dip. Am I wrong? Like just double dip at the corner position and get the two best corners out of here, right? Or the two best corners outside of Leonard Moore. I'm very tempted to do that, y'all. I kind of had a board I was going off of, and I'm happy I brought that board up because no matter what, at pick 14, I am going Bray Hubbard. But Bray Hubbard rated 93rd here. I thought he should have been a first round pick this year. I mean, only thing he could do this year is hurt his stock, unless he just solidifies himself like I think he is as a first round safety. So first things first, we're going to get a free safety. He could play next to Minkah, play free, let Minkah do what he do. So you get Bray Hubbard, my probably number 1 rated safety in this class. And can you still go with like somebody else in the cornerback room? At this point, who's better? I do like Ellis Robinson, but I mean, not enough to where I'm going to draft him. Like I didn't watch. Corners are not that thing that like you see easily. You feel me? Especially in a way too early mock draft. I'm gonna kind of turn this channel into a reaction channel, kind of like Flight Reacts. We're gonna watch a lot of college football. Um, I want to watch some of these guys play. All of these guys, really. Pick 15 though, I'm talking too much. What do I want to do with pick 15? Bray Hubbard just got took. So you're gonna have Bray Hubbard in the secondary next to D'Angelo Pons. And that's really it for the Jets. I mean, you got a quarterback. The quarterback got a whole room of weapons already, dude. This is gonna be the first time in history the Jets got like a ideal situation for a for a quarterback. I'm thinking you're at the point where you just take Ahmad Moten. You take Ahmad Moten in the defensive tackle room. You do, right? You take these defensive tackles. The first this D tackle room, this draft class is very good. There's like three players that are first round talents in Ahmad, Amari, and David Stone as of now. You just go Ahmad. Ahmad just had that great season in Miami next to Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor. You know, maybe he had a lot of help, kind of like making his numbers look better. But I mean, we'll see again this year. I do like Ahmad Moten. I would normally take him in the first round. Is he my D tackle one this year? I'm not really too hip on these defensive tackles, but the Jets need one, right? Let me see if there's a player that I love still. Jordan Seaton. I don't hate Jordan Seaton. I don't hate Jordan Seaton, but I'm at the point where I've been taking a while. But this team's in a unique situation where I'm just gonna double dip and take a Alabama corner duo, right? Like Xavier Brown actually is a first round talent, y'all. Oh man, Xavier Brown, no, bro, we don't just sit here and do stuff, man. This is what I would do, bro. I don't do that cute stuff, man. I do what's best for the team. Ahmad Moten, come to the Jets, Jets Jets. Bengals right now. What would the Bengals do? Trevor Goosby's still on the board, right? Y'all, is it screaming my name? Trevor Goosby, Trevor Goosby, Trevor Goosby. Who's the Bengals left tackle as of right now? Um, I'm gonna search this one up. They got Orlando Brown. Uh, yeah, you just go Trevor Goosby. You go Trevor Goosby. Keep it pushing. Yeah, get the best offensive tackle for you, the Jets. Right here, if I'm the Jaguars, I'd almost go Caden Green or Carter Smith. I do think that the Jaguars are a team that when I watch them, they're in need of offensive line play too. Um, I'm gonna go Carter Smith. He is my actual favorite tackle of the class. I should have took him before Gooseby, but Goosby's only bad play was like Arvell Reese career highlight. I shit you not. Gooseby having one bad play is why Arvell Reese got drafted to my team. Um, Pick 18 to the Bears. I mean, what could we do? We could go with a tackle and Caden Green again. I think this is just a nah. Yeah, no, you just go tackle Caden Green, Jordan Seaton. Which one do I like more? I haven't really liked this Jordan Seaton guy as much as other people, so I'm gonna go Caden Green for now. And right here, pick 19. Oof, I gotta pick. I could almost love here. Um, Xavier Atkins, where is he? Xavier Atkins. No, was I lying to y'all? Was I explaining Xavier Atkins when I wanted to? Is Xavier Atkins the Auburn transfer? Maybe both of them. I don't know. I don't know. Both of those guys transferred though. I think both transferred from Auburn. Xavier Atkins though, two Auburn pass rushers that were more productive than Keldrick Falk. The Buccaneers to get Xavier Atkins, Ruben Bain in that pass rushing room. Nah, that's tough. That's tough. Pick 20 right here. I'm gonna go Ahmad Hardy, I think, for the Texans. Ahmad Hardy could go in there, run hard. Or you get this Jordan Seaton dude. Jordan Seaton dude, not bad, right? Jordan Seaton on the Texans, especially, like this is a team that who they rocking out at left tackle this year. I know they tremendously improved their guard and center play, but They got Ursay at tackle still, like Ursay was a guy who I was kind of like cool with a couple years ago, but I mean, the Texans O line has been bad the whole time he's been there. Jordan Seaton, I said I'm not as high on him as other people are, but I'm the type of dude you got to start drafting O line at some point, right? And the Texans have realized that this could be the final piece. I do love the idea of Ahmad Hardy here, K1 Lacey, Jaden Bogg, but we're gonna take a running back round two if I was the Texans in this world. Get the last piece on the offensive line. I mean, the guy already plays left tackle, right? He's a left tackle. Some people got him graded in the top 10. I don't think he's top 10 worthy, but I took like a couple tackles above him. We'll see how he ends off the season. Pick 21 for the Broncos. Oh, I got a pick I love for the Broncos. Wide receiver who I wonder if he declares this year. Braylon Staley, y'all, is a dog. Braylon Staley, what you got over there? Braylon Staley, who they drafted an offensive piece, and Jonah Coleman. They got a need at wide receiver still. So Braylon Staley right here would be awesome for the Broncos. And the Patriots at pick 22, they could get Nick Marsh. Probably a guy who could finish off the season higher than Braylon Staley, but I loved Nick Marsh play when I went back and watched. So I'm gonna go Nick Marsh. Patriots are in desperate need for wide receiver. They keep begging for AJ Brown. They got wide receiver ones right in front of their face, and they just like, you feel me? I don't know what the hell the Patriots be doing, man. Sorry for my language, bro. I don't know what the Patriots be doing, bro. Pick 23, bro. Pick 23, Ahmad Hardy to the Cowboys isn't bad. Ahmad Hardy to the Cowboys is tough. The Cowboys getting one of these running backs. I think the Cowboys are almost at that point where they can play with these backs. Yeah, maybe they could get a linebacker, but I think the Cowboys are a running back away, y'all. Believe it or not, the Cowboys, like, what would they need? Unless you go O-line, you could go like tackle play, but like, nah, they don't even need that. David Stone, you could go trench play, but like that's what they traded Micah for, right? The Cowboys at this point, they just go one of these corners or running back. It's just what it is. Running back is awesome. Maybe you could just do that round two, but I think these running backs, y'all, in this class are round one type of backs. I think that's why Trinidad Chambliss knows that he could play again this year with K1 Lacey. Matter of fact, if this was fun, can I play again with K1 Lacey? Like that's hard. Maybe you do what this draft is, and you take the running back here. Now, no one's took a running back yet. You take the best running back in a running back heavy class, and just later on, you hope you get a good corner. Like, that's what the draft is at the end of the day, right? You get the good players. And Ahmad Hardy is better than these guys at quote unquote high value positions. Ahmad Hardy is not. To the Cowboys, Xavier Brown, though, is like, come on, right? Xavier Brown's to the Cowboys is it is cool. It is tempting, but Ahmad Hardy is like best player. But like, nah, I'm going Ahmad Hardy. I thought about it, y'all. Boom. Maybe right here for the next pick, I'll go with Xavier Brown because 49ers got needs at offensive tackle, but I don't think Austin Serville is a first round talent. I think they're gonna play him at guard this year, and I think that's because they don't trust him at tackle. I just think that's what it is. Serville, dude. Yeah, I see why he didn't declare when I was watching him. 49ers, bro. I don't want to go with Serville right here. This is a place where you could go with like a corner. Yeah, you could go corner right here for the 49ers because they do need some corner plays. Xavier Brown is a good corner. KJ Bolden, I think, is just the pick. KJ Bolden at safety. Just, you haven't had a safety since bro left, right? Palomalu's son. y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna go KJ Bolden right there for the 49ers. You get a good safety that could play for you. I, I, I haven't took a quarterback in a minute. Y'all, why? I mean, if the Lions are picking at pick 25, right? Is it crazy to take a quarterback? You got wide receivers, you got tight ends, you got O-line. You could maybe go defensive tackle and David Stone. But if Julian Sayin is just on the board, right? I mean, maybe this is a team that could look at quarterbacks in other ways, but I wish I could just talk to a Lions fan and like ask, like, dude, I ain't gonna lie, this is what I would do almost. And like, there are some good corners left, but are the Lions a team that's that what keeping them from winning a Super Bowl? I do think Jared Goff at sometimes is like he has a ceiling, bro. Like, I don't think Josh Hoover can't do what Jared Goff does. Julian saying, man, dude. Jared Goff is a good quarterback, right? But when do you take his replacement? I mean, Matthew Stafford won MVP and we taking his replacement. Do we keep the guy that threw 5 interceptions in a game, y'all? I don't see why Julian Sayin can't throw 5 interceptions in a game. I see that Julian Sayin is ranked 6. I don't know where I have Julian ranked, but if Julian Sayin is on the board at pick 25, what could help out the Lions more than Julian Sayin? Like, can somebody tell me? You know what? They declined Jack Campbell option. The Lions did decline Jack Campbell. If they would have just paid Jack Campbell, but at the same time, the reason the Lions didn't pay Jack Campbell is because the option at linebacker edge is kind of confused right now because the market hasn't updated the positional change, and edge rushers get paid a lot. So that's why the Lions ain't do it, because he's an off-ball linebacker, and he gets paid less on the market value wise. So maybe the Lions still find a way to agree with Jack Campbell is the point I'm trying to make, and give him a contract still. I think right here the Lions could go quarterback, man. Julian Sayin is a first-round type of quarterback talent. I don't see why we can't have a team make a conference championship and not take a quarterback when the Rams just did what they did, right? I'm going quarterback there. I'm going David Stone here or Amari Washington. I might lean towards Amari Washington because I've watched him more than David Stone. David Stone seems like a dog. I'm not hip on him yet. I think he's going to be a guy that I might still take in the first round, but right here, I'm going to go Amari Washington. Amari Washington is a dog, and you get him on that Chargers room that really needs to stop the run. The Chargers hate stopping the run, man. Chargers hate stopping the run. Get the Chargers a defensive tackle like Amari Washington right there. Plug it in, get it over with. Pick 27. The Chiefs get a nice options in Trey'Dez Green, Ellis Robinson. Though Chiefs love corners, right? Like, what would I do? I would take Trey'Dez Green. I would just take Trey'Dez Green. Mahomes is going to be back. You're going to have Trey'Dez Green, Mahomes. You're going to have that running back, Kenneth Walker. Low-key, the Chiefs got a running back tandem because I don't know how y'all let them get Emmett Johnson. So the Chiefs going to have a fun offense. They're probably going to go cornerback in real life, but Trey'Dez Green is a first-round pick. Right here. Y'all, to anybody watching this episode, this might be the point where I just start getting you mad. I just keep doing it. I'm thinking about taking a quarterback. In this quarterback class, CJ Carr, y'all, let me know am I tripping. Would you rather CJ Carr or Sam Darnold? Yeah, I know Sam Darnold just won MVP. I know Sam Darnold just had a great year, but at the same time, hold on, let me stop, because Sam Darnold could cook with Ryan Wingo. Ryan Wingo is really good, y'all. I really like Ryan Wingo. He's probably gonna get drafted today. Ryan Williams, Yeah, he cool and all, but nah, he dropped the ball. Every time I watch the game, he drop a ball. I'm like, nah, that shit not cute, bro. Like it got nah, you gotta not get drafted at some point. Um Seahawks right here. I'm thinking CJ Carr or Ryan Wingo. I'm leaning towards CJ Carr. Like Ryan Wingo, he could help out this team. So like, yeah, they could, find a way, but you know, uh man, Seattle. I'm leaning towards CJ Carr. Say CJ Carr, like with Jackson Smith and the Jigba, Jadarian Price right back with CJ Carr. That's cool. That just made me really want to push the trigger now. Like CJ Carr, Jadarian Price, Jackson Smith and the Jigba. Even if Sam Darnold has a good year this year with this team, I don't trust it. Do they trust it? And it's like with this quarterback classes, where do you have him ranked? Uh do nah, I'm going CJ Carr. I'm sorry, this is the last quarterback I'm taking. I think this quarterback class still has quarterbacks that are gonna have good seasons next year. And the Sam Levy, DJ Lagway, I'm not high on him. Josh Hoover on Indiana too. Like Josh Hoover, that wide receiver duel he's gonna be playing with could make him, oh man, just skyrocket on the board. Right here for Philadelphia Eagles at pick 29. This Ellis Robinson guy was good. He was good, but I think I'm gonna go with Xavier Brown. I'm going Xavier Brown instead. I like Xavier Brown more. Ellis Robinson cool and all. I like Xavier Brown. Just what it is. Uh, Eagles could use a corner. Maybe there's a player who I haven't seen yet for the Eagles, like a Ryan Wingo. Ryan Wingo on the Eagles would be tough. You have Makai in the slot. You have Ryan play outside. You have Devontae, do a little bit of everything. KJ Duff is a player who, oh y'all, KJ Duff is a player to look out for. Nah. Wingo is better than KJ Duff, but KJ Duff might be my receiver after. Now Wingo there's a knack for the ball, and as a wide receiver, you have to have that knack for the ball. You feel me? Some players get the ball, and that's what a wide receiver's job is to do. I'm thinking Ryan Wingo here. Cooper Barkate's cool. I know that the Eagles just took a first round wide receiver, but they gonna let go of AJ Brown eventually, right? If not, you go like Christian Gray. I know that Leonard Moore is awesome, but I like Christian Gray, who's alongside him too. CJ Carr, I just took for the Seattle Seahawks. With the Eagles, man. Xavier Brown, Christian Gray, or man, Christian Gray. Ellis Rob. Oh man, Tariq Woolen. He's gonna find his way back there. I know people are saying that's a 1-year deal. He's gonna find his way back. Forget all that. Tariq Woolen is gonna find his way back. Ellis Robinson. I mean, do you still just make the room deep at that point? Yeah, make the room deep. I mean, cornerback is one of those positions you could use depth at. Like there's no reason they couldn't have depth at corner. There's no reason you can't have depth at receiver. I think this is what this Eagles pick is, and that's what you should do at the end of like the first round as a Super Bowl team. Just get a player that could be a professional player. And Ellis Robinson, Xavier Brown, Ryan Wingo. I'm still debating between those players. I'm leaning towards one of these corners. Yeah, you just make one of these corners a dead piece, and I'm going with Xavier Brown. I don't remember why I like Xavier Brown more, but I did. You feel me? Way too early. Gonna put this to an end. Wide receiver right here. Nah, I'm going corner right here. I'm going Christian Gray. I'm going Christian Gray before Ellis Robinson. Might seem crazy, but I like Christian Gray. David Stone here isn't crazy. David Stone did look good. I'm thinking I'm going David Stone and then Ryan Wingo. Or do I go Ryan Wingo And running back here. Running back here isn't crazy for the Rams, bro. Like I know that Kyron Williams there is cool and all, but like I don't know why the Rams didn't go with like a Jadarian Price would have been better than Ty Simpson to that team. Even though like I don't love the Jadarian Price pick, anything but quarterback, bro. Come on, bro. Either way, the Bills, I'm gonna get this ended and take Wingo, man, right? Ryan Wingo on this team, like I know we keep taking quarterback. I mean, wide receiver for them, KJ Duff. Oh man, KJ Duff on this team would be tough. But Ryan Wingo to me is like first round talent. Bro, do I just take wide receivers with the last two picks and Wingo and I think I'm taking wide receiver with the last two picks. Wingo and KJ Duff. I don't see why KJ Duff couldn't play on this Rams team. So Ryan Wingo to the Bills is something I love. And KJ Duff is cool and all. But like, holy would Ryan Williams would probably end up back on the Rams, right? You got Ty Simpson, Ryan Williams, all that. That sound cute, but like Ryan Williams, if I'm Ty Simpson, I don't trust you. Now, real talk. I wouldn't trust him. Like you still could go Kewan Lacey, a big back could complement Kyron Williams. Literally, like if I'm Ty Simpson, I don't trust that dude that couldn't catch a fly. David Stone, you juice up that room. Jordan Bog or Kewan Lacey. That's just who the best players are. I don't know why the Rams can't just understand that they are a Super Bowl team and should just take the best player in their face. You feel me? Like Kewan Lacey, especially you're at the point where you're about to maybe have to pay that boy who keep making Pro Bowls. You feel me? Like now these running backs keep making Pro Bowls, and you got another one in Kewan Lacey that's about to do the same. I'm gonna end this draft taking Kewan Lacey in the first round. Jaden Bogg, I wish he could have made the first round, but Kewan Lacey, I'm gonna end that off with the first round. And to recap this draft, we got what save mock. I gotta sign in to save my mock draft. Oh wow, gotta show y'all stuff that I do not want y'all to see. Is a scary world. First episode. Let's see how this goes, y'all. Yeah, y'all think I'm about to? Oh, y'all got codes. Y'all got everything, bro. I'm slacking. I'm lacking. Oh man, yeah, no, we can't do that, y'all gonna. Oh man, y'all got me. But to go over my mock draft, we took Darren Mensa pick 1, Arch Manning pick 2, Trinidad Chambliss pick 3. Y'all see the gist. This is a fun class, y'all. This is a fun class. A lot of good players. Y'all get the gist of my best players going into this draft. I think that this is a quarterback heavy draft, y'all. Quarterback heavy. I got what? How many quarterbacks do I have going in this draft? I got 1 in Darren Mensa, 2 in Arch Manning, 3 in Chambliss, 4 in Marcel Reed. We got 5 in Drew Mestemaker. We got 6 in Lenore Sellers. And y'all, these are all understandable spots. 7 in Dante Moore, who some people think Dante Moore is QB1 in this class. I got him at 7 here. I'm just not that high on Dante Moore, but neither am I low on him. We got 8 in Julian Sayin to the Lions. We got 9 in CJ Carr to the Seahawks. We almost got 10 quarterbacks going in the first round, y'all. Let's see. I think at least 6 of these quarterbacks or 5 of them actually go in the first round in real life. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my final 2026 mock draft. Once again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Have a nice day, and God bless.